Hello everyone, welcome to the Seattle I Love. I'm Danielle.
I'm Krista.
And I'm Alex.
And we are here for the next matchup in our Coffee March Madness. We are doing Bird on a Wire here in West Seattle. And our second part will be over in Belltown at Bedlam. So we're continuing on with lattes. Krista, tell us a little bit about Bird on the Wire.
Well, I used to live like 2 blocks from here, so that's how I discovered it. And I love West Seattle, and I like their coffee here. So
Right.
I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I wanted to try one of these little cookies because it's got the little bird on the wire symbol on it. So, wow, it's a good cookie. It's a typical cookie crush cookie. Very good.
Thanks. All right, we got our lattes here. Alex is once again going with the hemp. Krista is with the almond milk. And I am the classic latte. Let's do this. All right, Krista, tell me about it.
Well, the thing about almond milk lattes is that the first thing you taste is the bitterness of the espresso. Even if it's smooth espresso, it's just like hits you. And then you get the sweetness of the almond, but it's after that. So it's a little in your, it's very coffee forward.
Yay!
That's what I'm experiencing right now.
So, last time I got 2 hemp lattes, and by the end of the day I was feeling sort of just like the hemp had consumed me as a person, and I was just turned into a giant hemp pod or something like that. But I decided to do hemp again this time because I'm sort of having that, when you look into the past and you're like, well, that wasn't so bad after all, I can do it again. So basically I have a short memory. But I did it again, and this one actually it's not that overwhelmingly hempy as the last 2, but I know it's a new bracket, it's a new day. I would say it's good. The hemp flavor isn't overwhelming. The espresso is just a little bit better, but not overwhelmingly. I'm enjoying this. This is a good latte.
Thanks. So, classic latte. I already took a sip and I added some more cream because the coffee was a bit bitter. But that was just it's early and I wanted something a little bit more creamy.
Did you put some half and half in it?
Yeah.
So it's a whole milk latte with a little bit of half and half added.
Yeah.
It's right up my alley.
I tasted it before. It's good. The espresso is really good. It does have a little bit of that coffee forward, a little bit of biting your teeth at the beginning, but I like that this morning. It's delicious.
It's good. It's good. I don't really have much more to say about it. I don't know. I really need to drink more coffee.
So I
don't know what you want from me.
Hey. Yeah, my coffee. That was my coffee. I dropped my coffee on the floor, which that's a thing that happens to me often.
Up until the drop, you were doing well though.
It was good. I was mostly done with the coffee, and I was enjoying it. It was a good coffee.
I'm giving Krista the look.
I see that.
Just
I'm
as a
unfazed.
bonus, this is not going to affect my judgment of the latte because I'm amazing. But this is a Doppio Cubano. Can you look down there? This is a Cuban coffee drink.
There's a ring, kind of a ring that you can
that's
see?
the sugar that's inside of it.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little sip.
So what is it?
It's a double shot of espresso with sugar and amazingness.
Okay.
Whoa. Here, have a sip.
Okay. Oh my god, it's working its way into my brain.
Sugar.
Right, we finished up. I chugged a Cafe Cubano.
You did. You're gonna be so hyper focused. Later, you're just gonna be like,
I'm really excited about those butterflies right now, let me tell you.
we're going to the Pacific Science Center later, and they have a butterfly exhibit, and I think actually anything that you see there, you're just gonna be like really hyper focused.
All right, to the coffee.
Back
Final
to
thoughts.
Bird on a Wire. I will say this place does a lot of theming. Like their theming is on point. It's very homey. It's very like kind of kitschy and retro, but not in a way that makes you leave feeling kind of gross and like they're hoarding. But they have a lot of bird stuff, and you'll have to check out our Instagram feed because I'm going to post a bunch of pictures on Instagram because I took a bunch of pictures of all their fun kitschy bird stuff. Their bathroom is like fully themed. It's an experience.
What about the latte?
Oh, the coffee. It's good. I don't know that it's remarkable. I'm thinking about last weekend when we went to Vivace and Fuel, and I think that those were both like slightly better. Why are you laughing?
Because you brought up Vivace, which is like a source. I thought that'd be like a sore spot for you still, even a week later.
No.
No. Okay.
If you want to make it a sore spot, I mean, no. Like I can admit that was really good coffee.
So I think this seemed like it was a good coffee spot. It's a little small inside. When we came in, it was pretty crowded. But I see there's also some outdoor seating, which I imagine is going to be really nice if it's warm, which it's not.
Agree.
It's kind of cold. But yeah, the coffee is good. It's good coffee. I like that I don't feel like I can taste nothing but hemp ever again for the rest of my life. So that's cool. And yeah, they definitely went full on with the bird theme. I would agree with that. It's kind of very Northwest.
Yeah.
Kind of to do.
Put a bird on it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not Portland.
It's close enough.
I liked it. Once again, that initial taste was a little bit too biting the top of my mouth with the bitterness with the coffee, which isn't my favorite thing with the latte. I want to be able to taste the milk. So I did add a little bit of half and half, and then it was way better. But you know, add half and half to like anything. But yeah, it was good. And yeah, it's the quintessential neighborhood coffee shop.
Yeah,
like
very
with the
neighborhood
theming.
kind of feel. Yeah.
So,
Which I love.
all right, we're gonna head on over to Bedlam, and we're gonna have some Bedlam, call some Bedlam,
Definitely.
and I'm gonna have some toast, maybe, because they have like this cinnamon swirl toast with butter. But yeah, okay.
All right.
We ready?
Yeah.
You ready? I'm ready. All right, we have made it to Bedlam.
Would you like me to take a picture?
No, you're fine, thank you. We're here in Bedlam,
Comic-Cons.
in Belltown. At
Yep.
Bedlam. They are famous for their different types of lattes and espressos. They have a lot of different flavors, and their toast.
Okay.
Their toast is world famous, evidently. I don't know.
World famous toast.
World famous toast. They started the toast and coffee revolution.
Oh yeah, this is why millennials can't buy houses, right?
That's right.
Because of this toast.
Because of the toast.
Stop buying that avocado toast.
This is like a quirky type of place here in Belltown. They do sometimes like battleship tournaments and weird oddball stuff like that.
Nice.
So we're gonna go inside, get some lattes, and decide which coffee place comes on top.
Oh man.
Getting closer to the
Competition.
You want room for three? Latte has latte on the latte.
So it,
What do you think?
Okay, so maybe I just got like completely hemped out like last week, and now I can't taste it anymore. Because once again, I'm not overwhelmed by the hemp in this beverage, and I'm gonna say like the espresso is a little more bitter than the one we had this morning, but it's also not bad bitter. It's just like flavorful bitter.
Yeah.
So I'm
Flavorful bean.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this, and I hope I don't drop it.
No coffee abuse.
Yeah.
This is like really bitter. Like it's like feels like a little bit of a punch in the mouth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm appreciating that it's gonna give me caffeine, but
It definitely is it tastes more bitter than this morning. That being said, I think it is a different kind of bitter, like what Alex was saying. Like I kind of like this bitterness. I also like in general, I kind of like this ambiance in here. I like that there's big couches and a little nook in the wall for Alex.
Yeah.
To
It's great.
We're wrapping up our lattes here at Bedlam. You have any extra thoughts before we go outside and do the final reckoning?
Well, I feel that I can say really solidly that Bedlam is winning on atmosphere. There's sofas, there's this little nook, there's comfy chairs. It just looks it's so peaceful up here, and it also reminds me of like old Seattle, like when I was a kid. And I'm having a very like nostalgia vibe in here, and I'm really digging it. So yeah, I'm sorry, bird on the wire, but Bedlam's winning the nostalgia factor for me.
Oh man!
So this is just it's very nice. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
okay. So I agree with a lot of what Alex said, that the atmosphere, like the cozy. There's way more seating. There's downstairs and an upstairs. There's cozy seating. You have a lot of options, and it feels like kind of like library kind of feel. Whereas Bird on a Wire, like there wasn't really enough room inside for a group of people to hang out and feel comfortable. But I liked the coffee better at Bird on a Wire, and I just have always had a really soft spot in my heart for that place, because I felt like it was like my discovery. Like I discovered it when I lived there, and it was like a couple blocks away, and I didn't go there a ton because I didn't discover it until like the end of my time that I lived there, and then I was like, why haven't I been coming here this whole time? So there's kind of this nostalgia factor, because when I first moved to Seattle, like I lived in West Seattle, and so West Seattle just has this really special place in my heart. And their coffee was better, but the atmosphere here, like as far as just a place to hang out, is way better. So I'm really on the fence, because it kind of depends on what I'm looking for. But Bird on a Wire is a great like neighborhood coffee shop that I'd want to just stop by and get coffee. But here's a place that it's better to like hang out.
All right, we finished up at Bedlam. Krista still has some of hers left. It's time for our final deliberations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you guys because I'm really close.
Okay.
Let's start.
Well, it is pretty close. Like the coffee, the coffee is pretty similar between the two. West Seattle, like Bird on the Wire, was really just like a cute little place. But I don't know, if these were two coffee shops like right next to each other, and I needed a hangout place, it would be this place. I'm sorry, Bedlam wins for me. So that's where my vote is.
I'm also very much on the fence. Because if you want a very like Seattle experience or a place where you can go hang out, I would come to Bedlam. But this coffee is not as good. So I'm gonna vote for Bird on the Wire because their coffee is better.
Damn! Okay.
So you have to be the tiebreaker.
I have to be the tiebreaker. So
Good luck.
so here's my thing. I love the ambiance at Bedlam way more. And like Bird on the Wire is great. That's the type of local little neighborhoody place where they'll get to know my name. And I like that, but this is the type of place where I can get awesome toast and I can also be left the hell alone, which is what I like when I go to a coffee shop in Seattle most of the time. So that brings it down
really to the coffee because that's what this is about. And the coffee to me was identical. Like in
It's
store.
it felt very similar.
Yeah, and so I think it comes down to a lot of like what you want and what you desire.
Yeah.
And based off of that, I had to add a half and half to both places
Okay.
because the bite in my mouth was just too strong. And as I said, I'm a big milky lover. So I'm gonna have to go for Bedlam.
All right. I'm
So-
not unhappy about that. Like I'm looking forward to the next time that we get to come here and do the vlog again. I'm looking forward to that cup of coffee and like maybe we'll hang out a little bit and like they have a whole like shelves of games that you can grab and play.
Some amazing Sandy coffee specials.
Yeah, a lot of really special, like flavored and sugary coffee.
Like a Nutella mocha.
Like a Nutella mocha. So, yeah. So I'm not unhappy about that decision. I'm looking forward to coming back, and I'll definitely go back to Bird on a Wire Espresso when I'm in West Seattle.
All right. So with all that being said, Bedlam advances.
Woo!
And until next time, this has been the Seattleite of Love.
Signing out.
Thank you for enjoying this video. Please feel free to join us on one of our many other adventures.